Gemini. Gemini, removing, you're removing fear here. You are removing fear. There is something, Gemini, that you are facing. As you face it, you remove it. And you are not afraid of this fear anymore, if that makes sense to you. You are like, I see you looking in the mirror. I see you are looking in the mirror. And there's a response there. There's a response that it's a shadow, that's been there around you. And you're able to see this when you look at yourself. And that's where it begins. Where you really can see very sharply, very clearly what this is that has caused, kind of different kinds of suffering for you, whether it's, fear is a suffering, different kind of mixed emotions, delays, setbacks, all of that. You're like this mirror, you're reaching into this mirror and you're taking that out. Something very powerful. What you want in existence is something completely new. Something new. Not this old shadow self. You're not a shadow. You've worked with your shadow. You're doing that. You'll keep going. I see you are very brave. Know that, Gemini, you're extremely brave. And there is something that's coming in that's going to be you're going to be very, very satisfied with. Very satisfied with. Really happy, actually. There's something you've been working on for quite some time. Results are going to be seen. And this, I see you moving. Like, moving place. It's this satisfaction comes in, and it could be results of your good work, how things are going really, really well. It gives you this confidence. You've built up this confidence where now certain things are opening, and you could be asked to move, relocate. It could be just maybe a workplace move, but I see something a bit more than that also for some of you. Moving home, there's a destination there that you've also had in mind. You wouldn't have mind kind of experiencing living in that kind of place. There's something here that you believe in very, very, very strongly. Almost like there's something here that you've been practicing, you've been looking at very religiously, not necessarily, like Bible religion, whatever suits you, of course. But it's something that you have been very persistent and consistent with. Well, the consistency thing actually maybe needs a bit more of an improving. But you've been persistent. And, life gets in the way, you get really busy and all of that, but the things are being cleared. You may have, something is coming back where you realize you had a lack of judgment from a previous situation. And, or you just didn't want to kind of involve yourself in. There is something to do with a karmic justice is coming through. You avoided the negative effects, and you're going to be able to see for yourself kind of who was real and who wasn't, who had your back, who didn't. And that's going to be, in that manner, when this shows up, that's when you will be consistent with what you believe in. Because the way how it comes about will feel very like, wow, like you did not expect this, like this, the universe definitely gave this to you in a very unique way. You're kind of leading the way here. You have this leadership energy. You could be stepping into leadership role here, and all this kind of practice that you've been doing, this kind of new way of life, as I said, that you're going to be very religious about in that sense, gives you a very big breakthrough. Breakthrough within yourself, your soul, your mind, your attitude towards things. It's like you no longer have to escape things that you didn't want to face. That's all you're dealing with, all of that, and there's a reward coming in for that, Gemini, and it's something very, very, very big. Your work-wise, something very beautiful and abundant. I see coming through if you stick to the right vision. You're not afraid of getting your hands dirty. I see that you're going to become more involved. There's lots of kind of messages, calls coming your way. There's a big blessing in disguise. A very big blessing in disguise that is coming through, that you're going to be very happy about. Very happy. It's going to all make sense, and that's when you go, oh, this was a blessing in disguise. Thank goodness. Thank goodness I didn't go that way, and this has come in instead. And so I also see some of you on an airplane flying, but this blessing in disguise will come in at the right moment here. I also see you negotiating, shaking hands, making deals. You're going to be very busy, and there's something here that, your negotiating skills will work really well with whoever you're dealing with. You're going to be dealing with someone that's very smart business-wise, so you just have to kind of, up that. And I like the busyness that you have. Oh, look at that, judgment. All right, judgment. Okay, let's see. The Magician. Ooh. And the Hierophant. Oh, wow. Gemini. Judgment, the Magician, and the Hierophant. Judgment, the Magician, and the Hierophant. Yep. I see something is, there's this focal point that you've always had within you. It may have been, covered and pushed back and whatnot, but it comes back into the light. And it's you working in motion. It's not you thinking about it anymore. It's you seeing it, understanding it, bringing it forward, making it happen, putting it into action, letting it continue flowing through. I see you kind of really grabbing the bull by its horns and going with it. And the Magician, it's like you're making a smart decision also, I have to say here, the Judgment. You're making a very smart decision. Definitely learn from the past, and you're making a very smart decision right now as to what to say, how to, how to apply yourself in a situation. And again, the negotiating thing. This could be a big business deal you're working on. There's something there that will see you through. The Magician is basically saying, yes, Gemini, this is going to happen. And not to forget yourself here with the Hierophant. Don't forget who you are. No matter how much success may be coming in, don't forget your true self. Because, you want to keep hold of that wand, that magic wand here. You want that magic wand to keep working, that is you. And the Hierophant is here to say, remember that. You're somebody very special, somebody very unique. You have something growing within you, and you know that, something very, very special. And you're not to lose sight of it either. Something is manifesting here, and all that you have learned, that you've been practicing, again, is what's coming through. It's going to pay off. Look at that, the Ace of Coins. Yep, pay off in a big time, in a big way. King of Swords, Ace of Coins, and the King of Swords. Wow, Gemini. See, there is what you felt like was little success will be big. In the scope of things, it's big. It's very big. And I feel like you don't realize just how much of a good job you sometimes do. You do know how good you are. You do know how talented you are. You know. But the scope of it is so much bigger than you realize. And this is like, the universe here is giving you a big reward. Something, you're being rewarded. You're being rewarded. And the King of Swords comes in. As I was saying, there's something here that I feel that you're going to be unison with somebody you're going to work with, or you're connecting to. There's a unison feeling here. You know, kind of like your minds think and work alike, and it's going to work out really, really well, because then you're going to be able to attain the things that you have been focusing on. You know, there is, oh my goodness, the Ace of Cups. Gemini. Look at that. Love this. It works out. Look at this. Look how good this is. This is all very possible for you. You definitely come through the judgment. See, you make the right choice to face those fears, step out of the darkness, into the limelight here, into the right kind of light. Remember who you are. Have your feet firmly on the ground. All that you've learned, that you've studied, that you're combining it all together, putting into the physical world. Being extremely resourceful, making the most of everything, connecting with the right kind of people, putting your good kind of, there's a good logical and creative side to you. As you combine all of that together, things start to happen. It starts to connect. You feel this kind of overflowing rush of beautiful emotion, love, happiness, and there is, it's a lot of success here with this abundance, Gemini. I mean, for real. It's and it's a continuous, as I was saying, keep that motion continuous, the actions that you take, keep it going, even when things are like, oh, I think I could put my feet up. Yeah, of course, take a break, but not to lose sight of it, not to like let your guard down just now, and then, then you're going to miss it's like, when you, I don't know if some of you watch football or soccer, and one team scores and they're so happy, right? Happy, they're winning, and then, and so because they're so happy, I mean, let me know in the comments if you think this is also true, but they're so happy that they kind of let their guard down a little bit, and before they know it, the other team has scored, and it's like, well, how did that happen? Well, you got a bit too overexcited. You kind of lost focus. Don't you think that happens if you watch sports? In a similar way, but this is like you're ticking all the boxes. I see checklist here. You're ticking the boxes and more. Big wish fulfillment. Oh, I love this, and you deserve it, Gemini. I love you guys. Okay, let's see what the Oracle deck has. Make friends. Ooh, interesting. Friendship is the alchemy of success. Oh. Gosh, suddenly I feel very emotional with this card, Gemini. A lot is coming through with this. Ooh. Make friends. Friendship is the alchemy of success. So this definitely means and matters to some of you out there a lot. A lot. Sometimes perhaps you've put your work has been more focused than friends and people. not in a selfish way, not in a negative way. That's not what I mean. But it's just because you have the sense of responsibility that you feel like you need, and maybe it's gone off balance or whatnot. But you making the right connections, as I was saying and seeing here, with meeting somebody that is very much on your wavelength, connecting with your mind, spirit, things start to open up for you. Success. See, you never know where that can lead you. Definitely a very important message here for you. Friendship is the alchemy of success, because that will make you feel a lot more, you can feel like, yes, you have everything, but maybe that friendship part is missing a little bit, because you've been so busy and things have kind of like, there hasn't been too much contact, and that's the missing piece here. It's the heart. You have the coins, but we need the heart that will be fulfilled. There's a beautiful, beautiful meaning here. Thank you, Gemini. Woo! So